The night sky above the Arabian desert glows with 1,000 stars, and a group of Bedouin friends sit around a fire, sipping qahwa and roasting dates. The desert is quiet except for the crackle of the flames and the sound of laughter. Ali, the dreamer of the group, leans forward and says, "Brothers, I've heard something unbelievable. A traveler from Yemen told me of a land beyond the great ocean, green as emerald, full of rivers, gold and animals we've never seen before." Fahad looks up from his cup and frowns. "You mean Egypt?" The others laugh, but Ali shakes his head. "No, farther than Egypt, farther than anything we know. A land so big it could take months to cross." Saad stretches and yawns. "Months? Bro, I don't even like crossing Riyadh traffic." Ali ignores him, eyes glowing with determination. "We could be the first to find it. Imagine, palm trees taller than towers, fruits as big as your head, and maybe, just maybe, new spices for kabsa." Fahad tilts his head. "New spices? Okay, now I'm listening." Saad raises a brow. "You're serious about this, aren't you?" Ali stands up proudly, spreading his arms. "Of course, the stars are our map, the sea is our path, and coffee will be our fuel." Fahad looks at him. "Coffee's my fuel every morning, but that doesn't mean I'm crossing an ocean for it." The group laughs, but Ali doesn't back down. "We'll build a ship, sail west, and discover the new world." Saad scoffs. "We're in the middle of the desert, genius. You plan to row through sand dunes?" Ali grins. "No, we'll build near the coast. Come on, who's with me?" There's a long silence, then Fahad sighs. "If I die, I'm blaming you." Saad throws a date pit at Ali. "Fine, but if we make it, I'm naming the new land Sadistan." Days later, the three of them are sweating under the blazing sun, hammering together planks of palm wood and tying ropes made from camel hair. The project looks ridiculous, a half-built ship in the middle of the desert. Saad holds a plank and complains, "This wood is drier than my love life." Fahad examines the crooked hull. "It's not straight, it's like a banana." Ali wipes his forehead. "That's not a problem, it'll be aerodynamic." Saad shouts, "It's a boat, not a falcon." After weeks of chaos, bruised fingers, and arguments about who forgot to buy nails, they finally finish a lopsided but floating vessel. "We'll call her the Desert Falcon," Ali declares proudly. The villagers gather, laughing and shaking their heads. "You're crazy," an old man says. "The sea will eat you alive." Ali points to the sky. "The sea doesn't eat men who have faith and coffee," Fahad whispers. "I'd still pack extra coffee." They drag the ship to the coast, push it into the water, and wave goodbye to the cheering and slightly pitying crowd. For the first few days, everything is peaceful. The sea is calm, the breeze gentle. Fahad relaxes under the sail, humming. Saad leans on the edge of the boat, staring at the horizon. "So how long until we find this magical land?" Ali squints at the stars. "Maybe a few weeks, maybe a month." Saad groans, "Maybe never." They argue constantly about direction, about food, about whether to use the last of the dates now or later. Fahad invents sea games like Guess the Cloud and Name That Wave. Ali keeps a logbook, writing down every sighting of a seagull like it's a sign from above. Then the weather turns. A storm rises suddenly. Thunder cracks, rain lashes their faces, and the ship tilts violently. Saad clings to a rope, screaming, "This is how legends die." Fahad shouts, "Save the qahwa." Lightning strikes nearby, illuminating their terrified faces. Ali yells over the roar, "Hold fast, don't lose faith." For hours they fight the storm, until finally, at dawn, the sea calms. Exhausted and soaked, they collapse on the deck. Fahad opens one eye and groans, "If this is adventure, I want a refund." Then through the mist they see something, a stretch of green land rising from the sea. "Land!" Ali shouts, leaping up. Saad sits up, squinting. "You're hallucinating again." But as the ship drifts closer, trees, birds, and coastline appear. They burst into laughter and tears, hugging each other. "We made it," Ali whispers. "The new world." They step ashore, their boots sinking into soft sand. The air is warm and fresh, filled with the scent of flowers. "Subhanallah," Fahad says, staring at the massive trees. It's like paradise. Saad pokes a strange-looking fruit hanging from a branch. What is this? A giant date? Suddenly, they hear voices. A group of Native Americans appears, bows drawn but curious. The chief steps forward, eyes studying their strange clothes. Ali raises his hands. Peace, peace, we come from far away. The chief lowers his bow slightly. Ali smiles, opens a pouch, and offers dates and coffee beans. The chief examines them, then calls over his people, who bring corn and tobacco. They trade gifts cautiously at first, then with laughter, as the two groups realize they can communicate through food and gestures. Saad grins as one local tries on his headscarf backward. Looks good on you, brother. Fahad offers roasted corn, and a local woman teaches him how to grind maize into flour. Corn kabsa, Fahad exclaims, excitedly mixing ingredients. The locals cheer when they taste it. The next day, he experiments with a giant bird he found wandering the forest. This, he says dramatically, shall be kabsa-billed turkey. Saad tastes it, nods approvingly. We're opening a restaurant when we get back. Weeks turn into months. Together with the locals, the Saudis build a village by the water. They name it Najd al-Jadida, New Najd. They construct a majlis with palm leaves and logs, decorate it with woven rugs, and hang a flag, green with a sword and palm tree drawn in charcoal. The locals and Saudis work side by side, building homes, farms, and small markets. Every morning, the smell of gawa fills the air, and every evening, they gather to share stories. The locals love the coffee, calling it magic drink, while the Saudis can't get enough of roasted corn and wild honey. Saad opens a shawarma stand, proudly yelling, "Buy one, get one free date." Fahad builds a falafel cart and insists on calling it drive-through, though there are no cars. Kids run through the fields, shouting Arabic mixed with local words, "Yalla" and "Ho," echoing together. Ali, standing on a hill overlooking the village, smiles. One day, we'll build a tower here, taller than all these trees. Saad rolls his eyes. Bro, it's 1420. Ali grins. Then we'll call it Vision 1420. Years pass. Najd al-Jadida becomes a small paradise. Palms grow beside cornfields, oud music blends with native drums, and smoke rises from the shawarma stalls. The locals wear thobes. The Saudis wear feathered headbands. It's a peaceful blend of two worlds until one bright morning, three massive ships appear on the horizon. The villagers gather on the beach, shading their eyes. Who are they? Fahad asks. Saad shrugs. Probably tourists. The ships lower their anchors, and a group of pale men in metal armor row ashore. At their head is Christopher Columbus himself, looking confused and seasick. He stares at the scene in disbelief. Arabic signs, wooden huts with crescent moons carved above the doors. People laughing and sipping coffee. A wooden shop sign swings in the wind. Star Coffee, since 1420. Columbus blinks. What is this place? Ali, now older with streaks of gray in his beard, steps forward from the crowd, holding a finjan. "Welcome, traveler," he says warmly. "You look tired." "Gahwa?" Columbus stammers. "I thought I was the first to discover this land." Ali chuckles. "Discover? We've been here for years, Habibi." Saad leans over, whispering, "Tell him to try the kabsa." Fahad calls from the grill. "First gahwa's on the house." Columbus looks around, utterly bewildered. But this was supposed to be the new world. Ali takes a sip of his coffee and says calmly, "It still is, just a little more flavorful now." As evening falls, the newcomers sit with the villagers around the fire, sipping coffee and sharing food. The sounds of laughter, drums, and oud fill the air. The camera pulls back slowly, showing the glowing lights of Najd al-Jadida against the dark sea, a land where Arabs and natives share stories, food, and dreams under the same stars. In this version of history, discovery wasn't about conquest but connection, and the new world became a land of hospitality, shawarma, and endless cups of gahwa.